Welcome, young historians, to a journey through America's exciting past. Today, we'll explore how our country grew and expanded west in the 1800s, and how this expansion shaped the history of North America. Let's get started with the Louisiana Purchase. In 1803, President Jefferson made a historic deal with France to buy a huge piece of land called the Louisiana Territory for $15 million. To learn about this new land, President Jefferson sent an expedition led by Lewis and Clark on an amazing journey with the help of their Native American guide, Sacagawea. They traveled from St. Louis all the way to the Pacific Ocean, mapping the land, collecting samples, and meeting new people along the way. As America expanded westward, so too did the institution of slavery. White farmers surged westward into the new states like Alabama and Mississippi in search of fertile lands where they could establish plantations to grow crops like cotton. As expansion continued, Southern slaveholders established states that protected slavery as property. Many Northerners were concerned about this expansion of slavery and sought to limit its spread. The Missouri Compromise of 1820 sought to create a balance between free and slave states. Manifest destiny was the idea that the United States should spread across the continent of North America, carrying the ideas of liberty, equality, and democracy. It envisioned America as a powerful force for good in the world. Meanwhile, the idea of manifest destiny inspired many to move west in search of new opportunities. Some went in search of land to farm, to spread their religion, or create new communities. Others sought wealth in gold or jobs on the railroads. Not everyone benefited from Western expansion. As Americans moved west, they came into conflict with the native tribes already living there. Conflicts over land and resources led to tragedy. This was the case in the state of Georgia, which led to the Trail of Tears. It is a sad chapter in our history when Native Americans were forced from their homelands and suffered greatly. President Andrew Jackson and many Southerners in Congress embraced a policy of removal of the American Indians. They wanted the land the native tribes were living on to be opened up for Americans to farm. Many Americans protested the Indian Removal Act. The federal government promised provisions and protection during the journey to the west for the tribes. But one winter, they failed to deliver food and supplies, and about 4,000 Cherokee died of starvation and disease during the journey along the Trail of Tears. America continued to grow and expand westward throughout the 1800s. New towns, communities, farms, and industries emerged. Over time, this movement created the United States we know today. That's the end of our story covering America's western expansion in the 1800s. But the history is still being written by us.